Why do you want to bring back Manhattan?
See, power equals power. It's a gentrifying neighborhood. What do you expect? I dare any mainlander to set foot in this island.
I'm not playing games. Did you bring it?
What's up with it? Just watching the Kings and the Edmonton Oilers. Yeah, I just had to take a little bit of a break. I wasn't seeing a lot of progress. So, I took a little break. Really been concentrating on pumping out the comedy shorts. I lost my gimbal stick. I don't remember what I was wearing. I gotta turn the TV down. Whoa. There we go. Sorry about that preview. I will find my gimbal stick. Excuse me. Probably go to Best Buy tomorrow and just buy another one. Yes, Friday night with Earl. I almost did this old school on the iMac. And I know like 4 other people are streaming right now, so who gives a fuck? Hello. What's it called? Isn't it called a gimbal stick or a gorilla stick or something? I don't know. I saw a bunch of them on Amazon. But, I don't need one that's too technologically savvy. Maybe I should also go live on my iMac. We'll just double team, double trouble, double team. I wonder what would happen if I did that. Is Brennan on tonight? Yeah, I think Melton's doing something. I think Ray DeVito's doing something, but I don't know, and I don't really care either. Let them do. What up, Justin? Let them do what they want to do, and I'll do what I want to do. Like the Wendy O. Williams song said, "It's my life." I'm watching the Kings and the Edmonton Oilers right now. So I see the Steelers drafted a rough and tumble running back. So that's good because they lost Najee Harris to the Chargers. They did not address. Did Sanders' kid get drafted? That kid's stock has really. Oh, he hasn't been drafted yet? Oh, fuck, man. That's gotta sting a little bit. But there seems to be a lot of issues with him. I guess he did not interview very well. All right, we got overtime. Carolina and New Jersey. Big game for Jersey to win. You don't want to go down 3-0 yet. I'm not watching the draft, so if a Sanders kid gets drafted, please, let's get some breaking news here. It's kind of a must-win game for Edmonton. 2-1 Edmonton Oilers at the end of the first period. Friend of the store, Adrian Kempe, scored for the LA Kings to make it 2-1. And speaking of the Comedy Store, I will be there tomorrow night. Yeah, Lightning, that's You don't want to go down 3-0 to Florida. Lois gets she's eating one of her bonies right now. Shalom, shalom. Oh, I'm out of the loop. What happened to Shannon Sharp? Did he touch someone inappropriately? I mean, nothing surprises me. Whoa. We got some action going on in the Devil game. Nice little fight in the Montreal-Washington game on the bench. Las Vegas is a pick coming, third round. Wow, that's crazy. I mean, I thought that was a dirty hit on Barkov. And Hagel got one game, I believe. So wasn't a very smart hit. You know, the puck was like 8 feet. 8 feet to the left of Barkov, but you know, I get heat of the battle. Oh, sexual. Oh, really? I did not know that. Good for the Jags. Is that your team, Kip? Interesting. Well, it seems like the draft has been fairly active. Hey, does Pink Dot have a dog bowl outside its door? I don't think they do. Every time I've been to Pink Dot, there has been no water for Lois. So, I mean, I disagree with you there, Ryan. It's a cheap hit. I'm not calling Hagel a cheap player, but that was a cheap hit for sure. I have no skin in the game. You know, I'm not saying he went in there saying, I'm going to hurt Barkov, but, you know, I think if this was any other player, you'd go, it's a cheap hit, but because it's actually a good player. And Florida's got a dirty team too, Bennett, Marchand, but, you know, a QB from Oregon. Wow, man. Sanders got to be, you know, I wouldn't pick him if I were the Steelers, even in the 5th round. He's just too much drama. And someone brought up a good point with Sanders is that, you know, in Colorado, his dad's the coach. Everything's tailor-made for him. He can go into the huddle, change the play, not really consult with anybody. You're not going to do that in Pittsburgh with Mike Tomlin. So, is there a cigarette salesman selling singles out? You seem really locked in on Lois and her cigarettes. Did the Steelers pick a QB yet? I find it hard to believe the girl. Oh, I know nothing about it, to be honest with you. So, I always like to hear the accuser's side and the accused, and then you make your own. Life is going on in here, Eric. Life. We're talking about Shannon Sharp not being able to keep his pee-pee in his pants, apparently. No, just picked the wide receiver from the Steelers did? Okay, well, they do have George Pickens. You could trade him for a quarterback. I'm pretty sure they don't want to go into the season with Mason Rudolph, but I'm okay with that. He makes very few mistakes. He's not the most sexy quarterback, but what are you gonna do? AC/DC, you make me laugh, man. Girl can't help it. The girl can't help it. I got Visa. I got MasterCharge. Hey, what's both Lois and Dolly Parton's favorite Indian restaurant? Come on, man. Leave my dog alone. Or I'll end this stream right now, you son of a bitch. You guys wonder why I took a break from streaming. Bates is harassing my dog, Lois. And then the other night, my last walk and talk, someone was complaining that the camera was shaking. I'm on a 2.5-hour fucking walk. It's cold out, and you're complaining about the camera work being a little wonky. I mean, you people are unbelievable. You people. Well, I don't think they need necessarily a franchise quarterback. Why do you say that, Ryan, about the Steelers' first round pick? Lolo is a good girl. Oh, thank you, Bates. I appreciate that. I'll take Lois to India my next trip. We're just having a good old time in the Earlverse. We can talk to NFL draft. We can talk, um, hockey. We can talk wrestling. We can talk sexual assault. You guys seem keen on that. Can I share any news about the new Booker? Yeah, I mean, her name is Rose. She's been at the Comedy Store forever. She was the head bartender before the pandemic. Pandemic happened. She took a little time off. Last year, she's been the manager, one of the managers, and now she's the Booker. So I got a second spot this week. So, a lot of people haven't gotten spots that usually do. So, I just, oh, I see what you're saying, TB. Wow, that is tough. Yeah, I knew nothing about the WrestleMania roast. I mean, I haven't heard anything about it, which isn't a good sign. I heard that the WWE is really squashing any clips from it. That's not a good sign. But I can't say it was bad. I didn't watch it. See, I'm honest. I mean, it seems like they made a boo-boo. Get the guy back here. 100%. I mean, you got comics I haven't seen in years up there. Hey, Rose, how you doing? And the great thing about Rose is she don't care, man. She'll tell someone to fuck off. She's a little more abrasive than Emily or certainly Adam. But comics now are they're panicking. And they're so delusional. I had a comic who literally there are probably 300 to 400 people ahead of this person. They're not even from America, and they were like, "Why aren't I passed at the store?" And I'm like, "You got to be crazy, man." That's like me going into the NHL in a locker room going, "Hey, why aren't I in this game tonight?" I mean, no, Rose don't play like that. She's pretty she's a hard person to bullshit. So, no, they're not letting D'Elia back on. I can assure you, one name who won't be on the lineups. It's him. From what I understand, he's already asked to come back and has been told no. So, but I don't know. I'm trying to worry about myself now. How to make these streams more popular? How to get my shorts more popular? I don't care if D'Elia comes back or not. I'm gonna do my set tomorrow night. Hopefully, be the funniest guy in the lineup, and then hope I get a set next week. You know, I spent too much time the last couple of years worrying about who gets what, and it's a new Earl, baby. The Earl world is back. And speaking of the Earl world, let's hit the like and subscribe button, pretty please. I mean, I like both bands, Chicago and Boston. Oh, I absolutely do, Moses. Absolutely. It's about the same number of people. There are probably worldwide a couple 100,000 people who want to be passed at the Comedy Store. Comics. But see, you don't get the significance of the Comedy Store. You're just a comedy fan. But I'm telling you, as a comic, it's 1% of comics are passed at the Comedy Store. Well, yeah, I mean the salary is definitely a little different, but um, okay. Thank you for the updates, TV. What up, William Zoom? I've lost my little stick, so I'm doing this on a stack of books. And I would say 1% of all hockey players in the world are in the NHL. So the numbers are equivalent. Um, yeah, but I'm not in that position to go full heel in the business. I mean, I kind of am full heel in the business. So, I mean, the one thing I like about my reputation in the business is no one calls me a liar. So, that's. Oh, man. Whoa. It's 2-1 Edmonton Oilers. 19 minutes left to go in the second period. Yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to do my thing. I want my comedy to speak for itself, but, that's not how the business is. Being funny is not the most important thing. All right, Bates, I'm going to have to put you in timeout if you start typing like that. I don't know what you're talking about, Ricardo. There's some. The weirdos are starting to come into the stream tonight. It's just a normal stream, guys. You want to get weird? Go to Melton's stream. Yeah, the freaks are coming into the stream slowly but surely. All good, Kip Smith. All good. I don't think anyone has said anything that's. Yes, we need 100 likes or 100 people in here for the letter to be read. Oh, you don't know what you're talking about, Moses. It's the physical training, yes. The mental training, you have no idea what a good comic does. You just don't. Yeah, Crew knows the rules. Crew knows the rules. That is a Jeff Ross insult, so it can be done in all caps. Thank you very much. I mean, that's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. I'll give you that, Grasshopper. Death Ray classes. Get out of town, man. And I do pump my own gas. Hellenius with a nice, kind of a dirty body check there. I remember his dad, Hellenius. Tough dude. Well, I would agree with you, but you don't know what I've done today. You didn't see me writing jokes for 5 hours. And I guarantee you, not an NHL player on earth can get on stage for 5 minutes and do jokes, just like I couldn't get on the ice and skate with NHL players. You just don't know what you're talking about, dude. I mean, you always seem to troll me, like you take an opposite viewpoint just to get the conversation going. And I love it. I just gave you the perfect example. 1% of all comics are passed at the Comedy Store out of the hundreds of thousands of comics in the world. And it's probably less than 1%, to be honest with you. Well, you can disagree, but you don't know what you're talking about. You're a comedy fan. You have no idea what I did all day today. Yeah, this stream is for fun. But, I'm giving you an example. It's about 1% of all hockey players in the world are in the NHL. So it does equal having your name on the wall at the Comedy Store. I see that's exactly what I'm talking about. I was not passed by Tommy. I mean, you got to know what you're talking about, bro, if you want to speak with me intelligently. I mean, anyone who has a modicum of knowledge about my life or comedy career knows I was the first person passed by Adam. I love you and I appreciate the listens, but you got to be factually correct. I don't say hello to friends. You want me to say hello to your friend? You got to show me the money, honey. Kings on a power play. About 16 minutes left to go in the second period. Fiala with a nice shot, but Pickard the nice save. 15:28 left to go in the second period. Kings have a power play for the next minute and 23 seconds. Yes, let's get the like and subscribe button. Come on, man. Don't worry about what my name is. You're on my channel. You should know my name. You got to do a little bit of homework. Kempe with the puck at the top of the faceoff circle. Gives it to Fiala. Fiala dumps it into an empty corner. Whoa. Man. I need the money, honey, SCV. I can't do these shows for free. Because if I say hello to this person, then everyone's, hey, say hello to my friend Billy. Hey, do this, do that. And I don't get no money, honey. Well, that's crazy. Sanders has fallen this far. His agent's pissed. He probably would have been picked in the first round if he just would have shut up. Score, baby! Woohoo! Kevin Fiala, baby. Well, that we can definitely agree on. I don't think so, Moses. But you didn't even address how wrong you were about me being passed by Tommy. And there's bad players in the NHL. Jeff Ross is the Ryan Reeves of the NHL. See what I did there? I mean, crew, I don't know about that, but, I try not to think about Jeff Ross's armpits, but, what a horrible person he is. I don't know. I mean, I get along with Moses. I mean, I just disagree, with what he's saying. I don't think people realize to get, like when you go see the Comedy Store, you realize that it looks like there's a lot of names on the wall. But the reality is there's a lot of names who aren't on the wall. So the numbers equating it to being in the NHL are very accurate, in my opinion. Now, saying doing this stream is not the equivalent of doing anything an NHL player does, well, that's probably true. But I've always said this stream is more of a fun reward for you guys. I'm not grifting for money or fucking, trying to get you guys to buy any of my merchandise. I don't have any merch. Well, see, I disagree with the lack of disrespect that a comic, you have no idea what it takes to be passed at the Comedy Store, and how hard it is. You know, it, that's where the disagreement is. It's not about disrespecting an NHL athlete. If anything, it's respecting them because I know how hard it is to get past at the Comedy Store. I mean, this week alone, they have 2 open mic nights at the Comedy Store. They also have something called Set of the Night. Colt C. When is the last time I went golfing? Man, when my clubs were stolen at Mountain Gate. Yeah, Seinfeld was told he wasn't funny. So, that should tell you something. So that would be 15 years ago. I mean, Bates, you're getting less funny by the minute here. I mean, I don't like Seinfeld, but I mean, he's definitely one of the greats. But comedy's subjective. Here I just said I don't like one of the greatest comics of all time. So I can imagine what people think about me. First of all, William Montgomery is not a product of the Comedy Store. Once again, you have zero clue as to what you're talking about. He's never done comedy at the Comedy Store. I don't count Kill Tony his comedy. Stand up. And he's not passed at the Comedy Store. So I would agree with you there. He does not deserve the respect of an NHL athlete. William Montgomery is an open mic level comic who is on a show that really is good when it's bad. So I would agree with you there. So, and I don't have any problem with William Montgomery. I mean, usually when a comic gives an opinion about another comic and it's not a favorable opinion, it's, oh, you got a beef with the guy, you're just talking shit. Not at all. I don't know William to have a beef with him. So, the hottest night at the Comedy Store is Saturday night and Tuesday nights, to be honest with you, roast battle night. Because you got the main room sold out, the original room is sold out. I really don't. I mean, you've struck out. First of all, you said I was passed by Tommy. Then you said William Montgomery was made at the Comedy Store. He was not. That's just factually inaccurate. So if you want to have an intelligent conversation about this, you got to know what you're talking about. You're a comedy fan, but comedy fans don't know anything about the inner workings of the Comedy Store. Chandler Dahl destroys Montgomery. I mean, this is how unfunny I find William Montgomery. Chandler, my ex, is funnier than him. And me and Chandler, we don't like each other. And I'm still saying that. Oh, I'm not in a bad mood at all, I'm letting Moses say what he says. I mean, if anything, it's making the conversation interesting. Yeah, but I know how hard it is to get into the NHL because I have friends of mine who are. I'm watching my friends right now on my television screen. I know Adrian Kempe was skating before he could walk. I don't know what it's like to be in an NHL locker room. That's for sure. But, I know that fewer than 1% of all hockey players on earth make it in the NHL. And that is literally the same equivalent of fewer than 1% of comics are passed at the Comedy Store. So it is an equivalent. No, I don't want to be in an NHL locker room. That'd be creepy as fuck. Kemper's on fire tonight, right now. I don't watch WrestleMania. I don't watch WWE, baby. I am AEW for life. I did not watch 1 second of WrestleMania. I wouldn't mind getting some NBA and NHL players in this stream. Get the numbers up, baby. You know me, William. I do like me being in an NBA locker room. And I've been in an NHL locker room. My friend was a stick boy in the Kings, and I forgot how he got me in there, but now this is when Jimmy Carson was. This is before Gretzky, BG before Gretzky, and it was fascinating to me. Jimmy Carson, who was a great American player. I mean, obviously we traded Gretzky for him, so that's how highly regarded he was. He maybe had the worst body of any professional athlete I've ever seen. Not too many. I got to be honest with the ACDC. I didn't see one. And Mark Hardy, if you're an older NHL fan and you remember who Mark Hardy was, he had the best body I've ever seen on a pro athlete. I mean, just jacked. So, I mean, I don't know. You're tuning on William Zoom now? That's not going to end well for you, Moses. Who do you hate more? Well, I don't hate Kill Tony. I just don't. I think that I don't think it's a show that's good for stand up. As someone who was on 5 or 6 of them, I never once thought, wow, this person's a great comic. So I guess WWE. I probably could, Bates. I probably could. I mean, that is accurate, crew. 100%. I mean, like I said, I'm a straight shooter. I didn't watch 1 second of the WrestleMania roast. I've heard from several people who watched it, it wasn't good at all. And it's not bad when the WWE is silencing clips. I mean, they are really actively going after anyone showing clips of it, which is not good. Because if it was a great roast or even a good roast, they would want those clips out there. Don't think WWE, AEW, they don't let certain clips that make them look good lay out there. And then, I mean, I heard it was more just shock humor, not funny. But, to be honest with you, I would have gone, like, if I was on the roast, I would have done a Chris Benoit joke, I would have been like, hey, where's the guy's tag team partner? The kid. Hey. Well, I'm not trying to slam William Montgomery. I'm just saying he's he's never been paid to do stand-up at the Comedy Store. Did you know that I love you, Earl? I did not, Earl sucks. Thank you. I love me the Astrodome. Bad News Bears too. Yeah, I probably would have done a Vince Pooh joke, and I mean, I would have done some inappropriate jokes for sure. I mean, that's what a roast is. But ultimately, a roast has to be funny. You know, a joke can be totally mean. Yeah, let's see. Earth Sucks gets it. I always felt bad for the original catcher, Engelbert, in the Bad News Bears. He was fired from the sequel because he lost weight and got taller. I mean, only in Hollywood would I don't even know if he was a teenager, get fired from a film set because he got in better shape. But that's the business. Tanner was naturally funny. I mean, my favorite, there were so many good lines in that movie. Like, I love the first movie when they all go help Walter Matthau to clean the pool. And Engelbert's on the diving board, and Walter Matthau goes, "Don't jump in the pool, Engelbert. You might flood the valley." I heard Paul Heyman outperform the comics that were there. I mean, I don't know. Like, he's a performer, See, I think like the problem was, and I think someone said David Lucas was on the roast, but he's not a wrestling fan. He probably didn't know one wrestler on the card. So he probably just did some hacky racist jokes and was like, okay, that's not very funny. But at least Tony is a wrestling fan. But, like I said, I didn't watch it, so I can't, it's popular to, shit on Tony right now because, apparently I haven't watched Kill Tony on Netflix, but the reviews aren't exactly great. So I don't know. All right, 2-2 now. 7:30 left to go in the second period. Kings look like they've recovered a little bit. Both goalies playing good. Kemper's probably played a little better than Pickard. He's had some tougher saves to make. And, it's a good series. If the Oilers win tonight, it's a series. If the Kings win, it's going to be tough for the Oilers to win 4 straight against this team. Who's the biggest kiss ass in comedy? I mean, yeah, I know. I mean, there's funny elements to Kill Tony, and Adam Ray's funny, and, Harlan Williams is funny, and whatnot, but, and I think Tony's the perfect host for the show. So, in terms of the biggest ass kisser, I mean, probably Dean Del Rey. He's always sucking someone off. Okay, I mean, like I said, I'll never watch Kill Tony. I wouldn't even do it if I was asked to go on it again. So I'll take your word, AC/DC. Well, in my defense, Nick, I did do a Hulk Hogan joke at the Ric Flair roast. But I only did that because I knew Ric Flair doesn't like Hulk Hogan. So, I just think, ultimately, a roast, it's got to be funny. You can have a really mean-spirited roast, but the jokes have to be funny. Otherwise, it's just mean and, not really, I don't know. Yeah, that's true. Not black people, I can assure you that much. Well, it was a good joke. And I even did a Jeff Ross joke, which made 0 sense. But the way I did it, it kind of did make sense because I was talking about a lot of people couldn't make it tonight. Sting wanted to be here, but blah, blah, blah. The Rock wanted to be here, but well, now he didn't want to be here. And then I did, then I did a Jeff Ross joke that kind of fell flat. No one has seen. I think we have seen Pert Perkins for 1 second. He came back just to let us know that he was alive and well. Excuse me. And we haven't heard from him since. Where are you, Bert Perkins? Perkins. The Kings got a power play. 6:32 left to go in the second period. The Kings' power play has been very good this series. 6 for 11. We'll see what happens here. Yeah, I mean, Hulk Hogan, he's probably bitter too. Uh-oh. Damn, Kemper's on it tonight. You know he's bitter with the divorce. I mean, Linda Hogan's probably getting a lot of his money. Well, thank you, Ricardo. But I mean, listen, it works for Dean. Like, he gets a lot of work, He had Bill Burr help him with his special. But I mean, if you see Bill Burr at the Comedy Store, you'll usually see Dean's head up his ass. Well, I'm not, listen, ass kissing is the way of the world. So, it's not how I conduct myself, but that's why I probably don't have Bill Burr helping me with my special. So what are you going to do? Well, no one was. Well, I mean, maybe the Stone Cold. But you also got to understand, probably part of Bret Hart's bitterness is the WWE killed his fucking brother. Like, I'd be pretty bitter too. I mean, score, baby! Score, baby! The goal light. They might challenge this, though. No, that looks like a good goal. No, that's a good goal, baby. Score, baby! Chandler, let's get back together. I'm so happy. Hello. Well, I mean, listen, I'm not gonna. I haven't seen Dean's comedy and fucking. I don't watch comedy. I certainly would not watch a Dean Del Rey set. I mean, he did something behind my back that he doesn't know I know about, but I know he's just a gross person. But that's, it's just who he is. I mean, some people are soulless. The Jeff Rosses, the Dean Del Reys. It's just the way it is. But if you like his comedy, hey, fuck it. You like his comedy. Kings are on fire right now. I mean, I don't think it was a work, but you know, I mean, because they say Bret Hart went WCW, like I don't think it was a work. All right, 3-3, baby, 3-3. Connor Brown, downtown Brown. We got a game here, baby. Oh, I don't think it was a work. I don't think. I mean, I think they did not book Bret Hart well in WCW. But I mean, that's on Dowdy. He didn't really have Brown tied up. I don't know about that, Queen on. I don't know about that. One thing's clear: the Steelers had no interest. Oh, here we go. Score, baby! Yeah! Trevor Moore, baby! I know. This is like Edmonton. That's a nice goal. One hand. That's a Skakel ball hockey goal. The dip, the one hander. Oh, sorry about that, TB. Sorry about that. I am. Am I behind on the King game? Right now, I see 2:32 left to go in the game. Left to go in the second period. I mean, it's not my plan to get into a fight with the Comedy Store. You know, you got to know your role. You got to stay in your lane. And right now, I don't got the juice to take on the Comedy Store. And I really don't want to. Like, you guys know me. I was friendly with Jeff until he did what he did. You know, I was friendly with Dean until he did what he did. I was friendly with certain people on Roast Battle until I found out they were a rapist. So, I don't strike first. I strike last. Well, I mean, listen, anything's possible in terms of a screw job. I don't want to get into it. It doesn't matter, you know. Yeah, of course, allegedly, allegedly. What up, Shandy girl? What up? He's just phony as fuck. I hate phony people. I hate them with a passion. Now, I'm probably in the wrong business to, have that opinion. I mean, if you don't like phony people, I'm the outlier of comedy to last 25 years. I do like Kim Congdon. But me and Kim are very cool. I've done her podcast. I can't tell you how phony he is. He was the first person to call me in Montreal. I don't even know how he got my number. Hey, good luck tonight. But that's how phony he is. He didn't care if he thought, if Earl wins this roast battle thing, he could help me. That's the only. I talk to people because I want to talk to them. I've never once talked to someone for what they can do for me, which is probably like why no one does anything for me. But you know what? I can live with how I treat people. Yes, someone did just text me, my friend who also is watching the King game. I hope to be in New York City sooner than later. Um, to do Gutfeld, and the wheels are turning a little slower than I would like on that, but I do believe I will get on the show. And well, I'm nice to people. It's like the old. I feel like steel toe quoting the movie line, but I'm nice till you give me a reason to not be nice, as Patrick Swayze said in Roadhouse. You know, and then I did my friend Thomas Tran's podcast, which I think will be out in a few weeks. He bankrolls them. Where I said, and I felt bad saying this because he's a vet. I'm like, Tom, I'm like the Mossad. I'll always get my fucking revenge. Trust me on that one. And that's just how I am. I mean, a lot of people might not like how I say things, but like I said earlier in the stream, nobody calls me a liar. Nobody. Because to me, I find the truth is the ultimate weapon. Patty S is a legend. I don't know who Patty S. I don't know who Patty S is, to be honest with you. That was the sweetest revenge I've ever had in my life. I mean, that break, that girl did me dirty. And I know when you talk about a breakup, you get her side, my side, and then the truth. But like the 34H girl, she did me dirty. And she knew. All of her friends at Jones have said, hey, we're Team Earl. And I don't even know most of them. Yeah, I mean, I don't keep up with Dean. What you see is what you get with me. And I've been called bitter, I'm just honest, Now, I'm probably in the wrong business, to be honest. Most comics are, oh my God, I love Kill Tony. It's the greatest show of all time. Because they want Tony to put them on Netflix and they get the rub. Or, it is a popular live podcast. I know I could go on Kill Tony on Monday and I would probably get a couple hundred followers, more than I have now. Or maybe even 1,000 followers. But I'd rather, I'm honest about the show. Well, with Roast Battle, the truth is the best because you really can't combat the truth. But, I don't roast battle anymore. Nor will I ever. So, there you go. We'll do about another 5 more minutes, kids. Another 5 more minutes. Yeah, I mean, me and Tony aren't terribly close. We're not enemies, though. We're cool. He's never fucked me over. And I've certainly never fucked him over. It's just not, I don't feel like matching wits with David Lucas or William Montgomery or any of those other buffoons. I don't respect them as comics. So, if you want to have a little one-on-one roast, I got to respect you. Well, I don't care about that stuff, AC/DC. If he's straight, gay, or whatever, I've never cared about that shit. I mean, you're not alone in that opinion. I mean, Bates, you got, I've let you bomb for a solid hour. So maybe you should go on Kill Tony. Hey! You'd be a star, Bates, on Kill Tony with how unfunny you've been tonight. Hey! I'm just fucking around. I mean, Jeff Ross does look like an out-of-shape pinata. And believe me, a lot of candy would pop out if you popped him open. But, hey, you guys bring Jeff Ross up. I don't talk about him. But thank you guys for being with me on a Friday night. I'm gonna work out after this. Maybe you should get Moses on as an open micer at the Comedy Store. Brian Moses or Moses in the stream? Yeah, I mean, he does not look good. I mean, I think I told you the story that when he did my podcast, and this is when we were kind of getting along, although the seeds were being planted of me not liking him. I could just sense I was getting fucked over. And so I Googled Jeff Ross to get a good picture of him, and I found the best picture I could of him not looking like a complete fucking mongoloid. And he messages me at like 2 a.m. The picture you chose looks awful. I look fat. I'm like, bro, I ain't a magician. Oh, Moses in the stream. Well, I could set Moses up at the Comedy Store. Willie, and I don't know what that means, Ryan. Thank you, Shandy. You have a good, what is it, about afternoon on Saturday for you? We got 4 more minutes, kiddies. And then I will watch the third period in peace and anonymity. You can put that in all caps, Tommy. See, I don't talk about Jeff. You guys bring him up to troll me, get me going. Oh, okay. Lois is asleep right now. She doesn't cough that much anymore. So Lois is the best. 100% Tommy, yes. Repeats are allowed when it's about Jeff. Well, stay warm, Shandy. And may you have a good Saturday night and whatnot. Yes, Ross, incognito. We're about to end the stream. But thank you very much. Articulate John. Yeah, I had some Raider fans try and charge the stage one time when I got the best of them. I might not be the funniest comic in the world, but I'm quick. So a heckler will never get the better of me. And 25 years of comedy, and you guys know me, I'm honest. I've never had a heckler get the best of me. And so I'm in my all leather outfits. This guy screams, "Take off those leather pants, you maggot." Replace M with an F. And I said, "You're calling me a maggot, and you're with 5 guys and 2 girls who look like guys." And let's just say that didn't go over well. I mean, but they need a backup to Mason. Thank you, Tommy S. Yes, Earl Skakel everywhere. Hit the like and subscribe button. I do see some new people in here. I'm trying. My goal is to stream for 31 straight days. And all right, we got double overtime right now. Whoa. Oh, double overtime. The New Jersey Devils have won. It's now 2-1 with Jersey and Carolina. I mean, Jersey's kind of a sleeper team. They don't really have like a superstar other than Jack Hughes, but there's a lot of teams, man, who are in it to win it. I mean, the Kings are a tough out. But anyone who wants to come to the Comedy Store and get some stage time, I can make it happen. Now it's going to be on an open mic. You're not going to get paid. But welcome to the business. And come tomorrow night. I'll be at the Comedy Store. Jax Taylor from Vanderpump Rules will be in the building, along with, I believe, the big-titted girl I met last week at ACDC. Thank you. I had the same shirt on last night, so my bad. And I'm not smelling my best, but no, I don't. I don't beg for money. I mean, you know, if you guys don't want to show me the money, honey, I'm not going to grift to you guys. Give me $2. I can live without $2. William Brown Nose Zoom. I don't think William's brown nosing me. And Moses is watching, and I appreciate you, Moses, sticking it out for the whole show. I don't like infighting in the stream. Get along, everyone. We're all Earl soldiers, myself included. Let's have a good time. I mean, I remember a time when William and AC/DC didn't necessarily get along. And you know what? It's just a dumb stream by a dumb comic. Nothing is said in this stream that should be taken very seriously. So I appreciate you guys. I'll stream at some point tomorrow. Earl Skakel, over and out.